There are towns all over America that have become escapes from the city. Some are so populated by visitors that it may seem like no one actually lives there. I grew up on the central coast of California in a small town called Solvang. It's north of LA, about 150 miles off the 101. It's a nice place to live. Solvang was founded in 1911 by a group of Danish immigrants who wanted to start a traditional Danish-style folk school on the American West Coast. But the Danish enclave could not ignore its place in a larger country. Just after the war, in 1947, a journalist visited Solvang and wrote an article for the Saturday Evening Post. Suddenly, people came looking for this little slice of European culture. The Danes quickly realized that they could make money attracting visitors, and for the first time, actually began making their town look Danish. Today, Solvang, my hometown, is a giant kitsch art site. The fairy tale spectacle is meant to draw the visitor into an idealized old world nostalgia, a sentiment that is condensed into objects, purchased, and eaten.
I decided to come here just for 2 or 3 years, but of course those 2 or 3 years became 33 years. In many, many ways, Solvang is like a home away from home. It's very, very seldom you hear negative things about Solvang. This is a wonderful, wonderful, great place.
In Solvang, heritage is the attraction. To some, it feeds desire to connect with tradition. To others, it's exotic and weird. In high school, I used to have a job renting bikes to tourists, which I did only begrudgingly. Then I went off to art school in Kansas City, and when I came back, though I'd known my town wasn't normal, I realized it was special. I began to see how an entire town produced a veneer of culture. From the porcelain spoons to the towering windmills, some have called Solvang more Danish than Denmark. In Denmark, there's a traditional dessert called æbleskiver, which is served at Christmas time. But in Solvang, we eat it all year round. My favorite place to get them is the Solvang restaurant, where you can get them from a takeout window or sit here in the booth and eat it. You get it with raspberry jam and powdered sugar, or you can get a reproduction of it, postcard, sent home. But it's not just Scandinavian themes here, and it's that freedom to honor tradition while completely tweaking it that I really enjoy. At this old-time photo studio, you can document yourself as part of the old American West.
I think one reason people might like this product is because because of our movie industry in Hollywood, because we've generated such a mythology about the West that people like to sort of join in and be a part of it.
Little tiny turn, freeze there, a little tip towards your man. Nice. I want to keep you in costume.
Man, I don't want to give up the gun. I look so much cooler with the gun.
Crossing Mission Drive feels like going backstage, just beyond the painted facades of the town's attractions.
Hey, how you doing? This is Jay-Z, straight out of the 805, hanging out in Solvang, my town. Check it out, we'll go get some grub at the Morena Market. That's where all the Latinos grab their food all the time. Get some good-ass burritos, tortas, and get a Mexican drink, jarrito style. Miro!
My dad started the Morena Market about 11 years ago. We started it basically because there wasn't any other store that sold Mexican products.
¡Vamos!
A lot of people come here and hang out. There's a table outside and they just sit around and talk. The Latin community is a really big part of Solvang. They do a lot of jobs here. They're essential.
Anyways, here you go. Here's a big old burrito. Thank you.
I realize that I'm a tourist in my own town, seeking the offerings of a culture not quite my own, whether it be a Danish pastry or a Mexican piñata. The word tourist is uncomfortable for some people, but Solvang has taught me to take it on as a title. I like it because it gives me the fresh perspective of being an explorer without taking myself too seriously.